Hello friends, good morning. So in this tutorial, of course in this video, I want to talk about Java 8 new features. Are getting the big demand is there in the YouTube area, next even in Amirpet area also. Sir, what are various new features are there in Java 8? Why these new features came in the Java 8 version? These things let me talk. Sir, as a part of Java 8, what topics we are going to cover, or what important topics are there? The first biggest important topic, the most, Java 8, immediately the word will come in the picture. Okay, lambda expressions. Are you getting the first one? Lambda. In our lambda mathematics, we can use these symbols, sir. Lambda expressions. This is the most valuable topic, especially in the Java 8. Sir, if I am using the word Java 8, the first word in every student mind is going to be there, lambda expressions. There are n number of comments for our video. Sir, can you please upload Java 8 new features or lambda expressions? Like this is the first topic. And after that, sir, a new type of interfaces came. Okay, of course, these are there in the old versions, but the word may be new. Functional interfaces. Are you getting? What is the word, sir? Functional interfaces, which can be used to call lambda expressions. I want to call lambda expression, something must be required, some type must be required. The type itself is nothing but functional interface. Anyway, don't worry about that, just aware the words. Next, after that, I will talk about these two things are almost, right? Sir, how to write lambda expression. Next, and after that, how you can call by using functional interfaces, right? Next, in the interfaces, normal interfaces, right? We can write only abstract methods. We can declare public, static, final variables, right? Every method present inside interface is always public and abstract, whether we are declaring or not. Every variable present inside interface is always public, static, final, whether we are declaring or not. Sir, this rule is applicable until 1.7 version only. But in the 1.8 version, even you can declare concrete methods also inside interface. Those methods are nothing but default methods. Are you getting what those methods are? Default methods. What is a default method? What is the purpose of default method? How these default methods we can declare? I will explain in detail. Okay, don't worry about that. Sir, default methods in interfaces concept. Sir, from 1.8 version onwards, we can declare concrete methods also inside interface in the name default methods. Next, fourth one, sir, even we can declare static methods also inside interface. We are getting static methods also inside interfaces, right? So, default methods, and after that one, static methods also. These two are extra things are allowed inside interface from which version onwards? 1.8 version onwards, right? Next, after this, we have to talk about, there are some predefined functional interfaces are there. Sir, standard predefined, what is the first one? Predicate. What is the first one, sir? Predicate. Next, second one, function. Next one, do you know, right? Predicate. How to use predicate? Predicate is a predefined functional interface. Similarly, function is also predefined functional interface. Next, consumer. Are you getting? Consumer is also predefined functional interfaces, right? We have to discuss about these predefined functional interfaces. Okay, with lambda expression, happily we can use these functional interfaces, right? Which methods are there, how you can use, that part I will discuss in detail. Next, after that, do you know, in the C++, I hope you people may aware double colon operator. Regarding the C++, we can use what? Double colon operator, which is also known as what? Scope resolution operator. In the C++ it is there, but in Java it is not there, right? But make sure in the 1.8 version, happily we can use this operator, but it is not a scope resolution operator. The purpose is the different. C++ double colon operator, Java 1.8 version double colon operator, purposes are different, don't map that. Next, what is the purpose of double colon operator? For method reference. Are you getting what is the purpose of? Method reference and constructor reference. Method reference and constructor reference. Method reference and constructor reference by double colon operator. Double colon operator. Okay, you people should hear these things. I will explain in detail. Don't worry about that. What is the method reference, how you can use, what is the constructor reference, how to use double colon operator in Java 8. Next, after completing this, okay, next topic, the most valuable topics are, so whenever we are using Java 1.8, in your mind only two words will come in the picture. The first biggest word, lambda expression. Yes, obviously Java 8 means lambda's expression. The second biggest topic is streams concept. Regarding what is these concepts are? Streams concept, stream API. Regarding stream API, so to perform operations on collections, bulk operations on collections will become very easy. In your normal coding, if you are writing 5 lines, 6 lines, 7 lines of the code, just you can write by using stream only 1 line. So to write more readable, maintainable, concise code by using streams concept, wonderful, beautiful concept, sir. It is, sir, whenever we are using Java 8, only two words in every person's mind. One is lambda expression, second one is what? Stream API. Most valuable concepts are, of course, my favorite topics are. Now, the next topic, sir, we have to talk about date and time API. Regarding a new date and time API concept came to handle date and time values very easily, sir. This date and time API introduced by Joda.org. Regarding something like our Joda Akbar in the cinema movie is there, right? Just Joda Akbar date and time API, Joda.org. These people introduced it. That's why it is also known as Joda API. Remember this one. So that's all. There are several other topics are there. Have you observed it? So these are the new features what came at the part of 1.8 version. Have you observed it? First we require to talk about what? Lambda expressions, functional interfaces. Next, in the interfaces, a new addition, default methods of you can declare what is the purpose, what is the static methods, and after that we will talk about predicate, function, consumer like predefined functional interfaces, how we can use these things with lambda expressions, and then double colon operator, how to use method references and constructor reference by using double colon operator. Next topic, stream API. Most valuable concepts are stream API. Next, date and time API, which is also known as Joda time API, right? Sir, these are the topics what we require to discuss. Yeah, the part of this video series. Are you in a position to understand, right? Sir, if any person asking, sir, can you please explain or can you please tell what are new features came in the 1.8 version? This content itself is an important question for the interview. Can you spell out, sir? What are various new features? Immediately you have to tell. Lambda expressions. Next, functional interfaces. Default methods and static methods inside interface concept. Predicate, consumer, function, like a double colon operator, stream API, Joda time API, like you should be in a position to tell. Okay? But anyway, sir, I'm telling directly. These are the things we require to discuss. These are the things which came as a part of Java 1.8 version. But what is the speciality of this Java 1.8 when compared with the previous versions, right? So, do you know, first version of Java came in 1996. You know, right, Java 1.0 version came in the 1996. But now 2017, almost around, do you know, right, 21 years, 22 years before is nothing but Java came. So, in the 1.0 version, 1996, the programming area, 2017, the way of writing the program completely should be changed. So, even hardware improvements are there. Next and after that, software coding styles got improved. That's why, sir, here, Java 1.8 version, more focus is nothing but, sir, only three things, sir. Remember that. Sir, why this Java 1.8 version came in the picture? What their main intention when compared with the last releases, right? Sir, do you know Java 1.0, original version, 1.1 version, minor version. Remember, Java 1.0 is the first major version, sir. Next, 1.1 is the minor version. But whenever we are introducing, of course, Java 1.2 came, it is once again major version, sir. Your collection framework, n number of features came in the 1.2. Next, 1.3 version, 1.4 version, minor versions only. Small chota concepts got introduced, right? But 1.5 version, wow, wonderful versions are this is. N number of new features came. If you observe the n number, several features came. For each loop, annotations concept, where are the methods, enum concept, like there are several new concepts, including your generics also, auto boxing, auto unboxing, like n number of features came in the 1.5 version, right? Next, 1.6 and 1.7 version, not that much major versions. 1.8 version, once again major version, sir. In the 1.8 version, what the Java people, okay, priorities. Sir, why Java 1.8 change? Java is required to change in the 1.8 version, what their priorities, right? Sir, just observe, all these things, whatever the topics are used, main intention is for three objectives, right? What is the first objective? Remember that. What is the need or what is the first one, sir? The first objective of Java 8 version is to simplify programming. Are you getting? What is the first one, sir? To simplify programming. Okay? Sir, very easily we have to write the code. Very easily, with very less code, we have to meet our requirement. Very concise code is a very maintainable, more readable, concise code I require to write. Sir, some people or Oracle people, of course, Java people gave a bit importance for this. Sir, it's very simple. Any new version, major intention is to simplify the way of writing the code only. The programming simplification only, new versions are. Have you remembered, whenever we introduced, whenever Nokia first mobile came, this much size mobile will come. If you want to hold that mobile, you have to take very carefully, right? Just like our briefcase or something like that. But slowly, mobile sizes got changed. Next, do you know, even that much size mobile also, just for to receive the call, to make a call. No extracurricular activities. But these days, if you observe our phone, do you know, with the phone, you can do anything. Sir, if the smartphone is there in our hand, then obviously, do you know, total world is there in our hand. That much, sir, improvements came. The same way, the main purpose of new version is, sir, to provide easiness to the programmer. Are you getting? More convenient, more features. So that's why whenever new version coming is nothing but we have to give red carpet welcome for the newer versions, because the newer versions are okay, to simplify our programmers' life only. Remember, but I observed most of the programmers, you know, most of the people won't digest new features, won't accept new features. So new features came, once again we require to learn, it's a bit difficult, like the people are going to feel. So once you habitize to using new features, the easiness, more convenience you people are going to get. That's why, so new version, always we have to give red carpet welcome. Remember that, because main intention of newer versions, what is the main intention of newer version? To simplify programmers' life, to provide more features only. Clear for all of it? So even Java 8 also, main intention is you have to write more concise code, more clean code, more maintainable code. For that purpose only Java 1.8 version came, sir. First thing. Next, second one. Very important, sir. Do you know the main intention of Java 8? We are using lambda expressions. For which purpose we are using lambda expressions? Observe that very carefully, sir. Sir, I have one doubt. Java is object-oriented or procedure-oriented language? Java is object-oriented programming language only. Remember, everything is an object or is a class. Everything inside a class, everything we have to treat as object only, right? It's not procedural-oriented programming. It's not function-oriented programming, right? But in the function-oriented programming or procedure-oriented programming, n number of benefits are there. Those benefits we are missing in Java because of object-oriented nature. You know, of course, whatever procedure-oriented programming is doing, all those things we can do inside Java by using OOP, object-oriented programming, right? But in easy way, we have to do that. With the less code, we require to do that. Okay? So, to enable functional programming in Java, to get the benefits of functional programming in Java, this 1.8 version came in the picture. For that, these lambda expressions introduced itself. Are you able to understand, right? So, second intention of this Java 1.8 version is to enable functional programming in Java. It doesn't mean Java is the functional programming language, sir. Still, after 1.8 version also, Java is object-oriented programming only. Just we are getting the benefits of functional programming in the form of lambda expressions. Is it clear for all of it, sir? Java is the object-oriented or functional-oriented, sir? You have to use the word object-oriented programming language only, but we are getting benefits of functional programming by using what? Lambda expressions. Okay, but what is lambda expression? How you can write lambda expression? What benefit we are going to get? That part slowly I will discuss, right? So, second, to enable or to utilize, okay, functional programming benefits. Are you getting? To utilize functional programming benefits in Java. Benefits in Java, right? This is the second advantage, right? So, to simplify programming, second one is to utilize functional programming benefits in Java. Okay, 1.8 version came, of course, lambda expression, functional interface, all those things came for the same purpose, right? Next, third reason why Java changes in the 1.8 version, because the style of coding is going to be changed, sir. Okay, traditional code and with lambda expression, the way of writing the code is completely new syntax, different syntax is going to come in the picture. What is the main other reason? These days, if you are buying a computer or laptop, if you want to take dual core, octa core, these kind of things are very common, sir. Okay, dual core, octa core, multi-core processors. So, this Java not utilizing the benefits of multi-core processing. Are you getting? Multi-core parallel processing. Java, old earlier versions of Java is not that much compatible, right? Sir, to get the benefits of multi-core processors in the Java 1.8 version, parallel programming came in the picture. Parallel processing came in the picture in the form of parallel streams. Are you getting? So, to get the benefits of, so newer upgraded things in the hardware world to compatible code, for writing compatible code in Java, these newer versions came. So, to enable parallel programming. Are you getting? To enable parallel programming in Java or parallel processing in Java. Sir, Java 8 came in the picture. Are you getting? Now I can write more compatible code which is going to run on multi-core processors, so that overall performance by default is going to be improved, right? Are you able to understand, right? So, what are various new features are there in Java? Next and after that, what the main intention of Java 1.8 version? Remember, Java 1.8 version main important intentions are just why Java 1.8 version intentions. Sir, what their objectives, right? To simplify programming. Next and after that, to utilize functional programming benefits in Java by using lambda expressions and so on. Next, to enable parallel processing so that my Java program can run on multi-core processors. Overall performance by default is going to be improved. These are the main important priorities related to Java 1.8 version. A different style of coding is there. If you once you are habituated to use 1.8 version, then you never going to use 1.7 version or old versions code, right? Like that, our programming style is going to be simplified. Clear for all of you, right? So very important. Two important questions are covered in this related to this discussion, right? Point number 1, why Java changes in the 1.8 version? What are the main objectives of Java 1.8 version? To simplify programming. Second benefit is nothing but what? To enable functional programming in Java. Third one is what? To enable parallel processing in Java. Because by keeping these three things in the Java people mind, Java 8 they introduced, right? So that's all. Next, in Java 8, what are various new features are there? Are you getting what new features are there? The first, lambda expression. Next, the functional interfaces, default methods. Next, the static methods inside interface, predicate, function, consumer, like multiple functional interfaces are there. Next, double colon operator, how to use, stream API, date and time API, dot, several new concepts are there, sir. That's all. Is it clear for all of you, right? So, if you are going to continue my next level videos, you will become obviously masters in these areas, right? Okay? So, that's all. Thank you, boss. So now I will explain the first topic in the Java 1.8 version new features, lambda expressions. Have you observed? What is our topic name, sir? Lambda expression. Sir, what is, before talking about this lambda expression, let me talk few minutes about this lambda. In your mathematics somewhere, you may heard about lambda calculus or something like, do you know? Something like lambda x plus x is equal to 1 or something like. Sir, in your predicate calculus, integral calculus, next lambda calculus, like in our mathematics, we used. This lambda calculus concept, lambdas, is a big change in the mathematical world. Forget about programming, sir. Whenever the mathematics is there, in the adding lambda calculus mathematics is the big change. This was happened in 1930s, I hope. 1930s, first time lambda calculus came in the mathematics world, sir. It was big change in the mathematical world. N number of benefits the mathematics got with this lambda calculus, right? A big problems also solved very easily with this. Sir, slowly, because of benefits of this lambda calculus, slowly the programmers also using this lambda expressions, lambda calculus in programming world also. Do you know, right? Okay. Don't feel Java is the first language which uses lambda expression. Very unfortunate. Java is last language which uses lambda expressions. Recent language which uses lambda expressions, right? Do you know? Sir, the first language which uses lambda expression is Lisp, sir. What is the language? Lisp. Lisp is one programming language, right? Okay. Lisp is the first programming language which uses lambda expressions. Okay. Lambda calculus, it's a big change in the mathematical world. Because of benefits of lambda calculus, slowly the people are started using in the programming world also. Lisp is the first programming language which uses lambda expressions. Next, there are other languages also. There are several other languages also used. C language, C++ language, Objective-C. Are you getting Objective-C? Your C#.NET. Okay, C#.NET. Next, Scala. Have you observed Scala? Next, Ruby, Scala, Ruby. Like there are n number of languages already started using lambda expressions. Finally, Java also. Are you getting? Finally, Java also, right? Sir, make sure if any person is asking, Array, can you please spell out the specialty of your Java? Then don't tell the specialty of Java is the lambda expression. Sir, lambda expressions already there in all other languages also. Finally, lastly, the people very lately, Java people started using lambda expressions. Clear for all of you? So, lambda calculus was a big change in the mathematical world because of its benefits. Slowly, programmers started using in the regular coding also. Next, do you know right? Lisp is the first programming language which uses lambda expression. These are various other languages already using lambda expressions, right? Even in your Python also. Okay, you may heard that. Now currently it's the most popular language, Python. Okay, like next at last finally Java came. Even in Java also we started using lambda expressions, right? Sir, okay, at very top level, can you please explain what benefits are there to use if I use lambda expressions in Java? Okay, very simple, sir. We can, the first biggest benefit, if I start using Java lambda expressions, what benefit is there? The first biggest benefit to enable functional programming, in Java. Are you getting functional programming in Java? Happily, you can use procedure directly. As a variable, you can use the procedure. You can send a procedure as the argument. Are you getting? You can send behavior as the argument. How these things are possible? Just with the lambda expressions, right? So, the main objective of lambda expression is to enable functional programming in Java. So, to get the functional programming benefits, we have to use what? Lambda expressions. Next, there is another thing, sir. Without lambda expressions, with lambda expression, I will show multiple examples in the next videos, right? Sir, I don't want to use lambda expression. How many lines of the code I require to write? I want to use lambda expression. How many lines of the code I require to use? Sir, more concise. With very less code only, we can able to meet our requirements, sir. So, to write more readable, maintainable and concise code. Very less code. To write more readable, maintainable and clean, concise code to write these lambda expressions is going to help like anything, sir. Next and after that, there are some more advantages are there. To use APIs very easily and effectively, lambda expressions is going to be very helpful, right? Okay, to use APIs very easily and effectively we can use lambda expressions. Anyway, just after few days, after few videos, once we started using lambda expression and so on, at last I will tell what are various benefits, right? Just keep in your mind only one point. What is the need of lambda expression? Lambda expression to enable functional programming, to write very readable, maintainable and concise code. It's very helpful. Next, to use APIs very effectively. These lambda expressions are going to be helpful, sir. Are you in a position to understand, right? Next, even to enable parallel processing also. Parallel processing also. These lambda expressions play the role, sir. Okay, but what is the meaning of that? Don't worry about, just aware the terminology. Slowly our concepts are going on from first topic to last topic. Everywhere you are going to see lambda expression. The benefit you can able to see, sir. How much length of the code is going to be reduced. How to enable parallel processing. Next and after that, you know how to enable functional programming in Java. All these things we will discuss in detail, right? So make sure. So brief idea about lambdas. Are you getting right? So lambda calculus is a big change in the mathematical world which came in the 1930s. Sir, because of its benefits, slowly programmers started using lambda expressions or lambda calculus in programming world also. Can you please spell out which is the first programming language which uses lambda expressions? Lisp is the first programming language. Next, almost all other languages also using not only Java, sir. Don't highlight anywhere Java's big biggest unique feature is the lambda expressions. No, very lately, yes, this feature came in Java. Already, almost all other languages already using this feature, right? Next, what are various benefits of lambda expression? To enable functional programming, to write more readable and to more readable, maintainable and concise code. Next, to use APIs very easily and effectively. Next, to enable parallel processing. Compulsory we should go for what? Lambda expressions at very top level. I'm telling, sir, in detail with examples. You people are going to see in my next videos. Clear for all of you, right? What is lambda expression? Of course, history or brief description of lambda expression, right? In the next video, I will explain how to write lambda expressions, right? Okay, that's all. Thank you. Sir, in the last video, just I discussed about what are various new features came in the Java 1.8 version. What are the some people objectives of introducing Java 1.8 version? Next, a brief history about lambda calculus and is it supported by other languages or not? These things I covered. Now in this video I will explain what is lambda expression, how to write lambda expressions. So first level, what is lambda expression? Just observe that in a single word, you people should require to remember a lambda expression is an anonymous function. Sir, what is the lambda expression? Lambda expression is an anonymous function. Then immediately you may ask, what is anonymous? Very simple, nameless. Sir, the function which is not having any name, such type of nameless function is nothing but anonymous function. Anonymous function is nothing but lambda expression. If any person is asking, can you please tell what is lambda expression? Just to tell only one point. Lambda expression is anonymous function. Okay? Sir, what is lambda expression? It is anonymous function. Are you able to understand, right? Sir, it is not having name, not having modifiers, not having any modifiers. Next, not having any return type. Just observe that, sir. Not having any return type. So, what is lambda expression? Lambda expression is, it's an anonymous function which is not having any name, which is not having any modifiers and not having any return type. Such type of anonymous function is nothing but lambda expression, right? So, just aware the word, that's all. But how to write, how we can use, that part we will discuss. Can you please write a lambda expression to print hello world? Or can you write a lambda expression which can take two input values as the argument and return the sum? Sir, write a lambda expression which can take string as argument and print its length. Like that, sir, I'm giving some requirement. You have to write the lambda expression. Sir, most of the people are a bit panicked. How to write lambda expressions, right? It's a very, very simple, sir. If you know how you can write Java method, automatically you aware how you can write lambda expressions. A simple, all these examples I will discuss. Don't worry about that. Sir, how to write lambda expressions, purely nursery level terminology, how you can write. But first you should aware what is lambda expression. Lambda expression is an anonymous function. That is a function without having any name. Next, for lambda expression, modifier concept not applicable. For lambda expressions, return type concept not applicable. Clear for all of you? Sir, now let me go for a small example so that you can aware clearly, right? Sir, I am taking example. I want to write a lambda expression which print hello. System.out.println and hello. I want to print hello to the console. How I can print, sir? How I can write lambda expression? If you want to write lambda expression, if you aware the method, happily you can able to write very easily, sir. To print hello, can you spell out how you can write lambda expression? How you can write a method? Public void m1. Public void m1. System.out.println of hello. Regarding system.out.println of hello. Sir, it's a Java method. It's a Java method that can print hello. I want to convert this Java method into lambda expression very easily, sir. Don't think that much. It's a very easy thing. Sir, for lambda expression, modifier concept is applicable or not? No. Next, return type concept, is it applicable or not? No. Next, can I give the name for lambda expression? No, it is an anonymous. That's why just remove the method. If you remove all these things, then what is the remaining part? Just observe that the remaining part is here like this. Okay, like next curly brace open, system.out.println of hello, like this, right? Just I want to convert this one as lambda expression. Very simple, sir. Only one extra symbol I require to add. Automatically it will become lambda expression. What is that symbol? Is just arrow symbol. Are you getting? If I can add arrow symbol, then automatically it will become what? Lambda expression. Sir, first lambda expression how you can write. Don't think too much, sir. Itself is the first lambda expression. Okay? Make sure you people should aware how you can write. This lambda expression, not having any name, not having any modifiers concept, not having any return time. This lambda expression, okay, won't take any input, just print the SOP of hello. It's going to print hello, that's all. Sir, is writing lambda expressions is easy or not? Okay, not easy. Very easy, sir. Nursery level concept, don't worry that much. If you know how to write Java method, automatically you aware how to write lambda expressions. But how I can call, that is our next level terminology we will discuss. First, how you can write lambda expression. Just try to familiar with that. Now, I want to go for second example, sir. Sir, I am taking example 2. What is my second example is, listen very carefully about this one. I want to provide 2 input values, and my lambda expression has to return the sum of those 2 int values, right? That's about my requirement. I will provide how many int values, right? 2 int values. I have to return the sum, or otherwise I want to print the sum of 2 int values, right? How I can write lambda expression for that? Very simple. First write a Java method. Public void add method. Public void add method. Int a comma int b. Public void add method, int a comma int b. Now system.out.println a plus b. Are you getting right? So it is a Java method which can take 2 int values as argument and return the sum. Of course, it's printing the sum. Are you able to understand, right? Sir, can you tell how I can write equivalent lambda expression? Very simple, sir. Remove modifier, remove the return type, and remove the method name. You are getting? The remaining itself is the lambda expression. Only one extra symbol you require to add. What is that symbol, sir? Arrow symbol we require to add. Can you please spell out how you can write? Just a bracket open. Int a comma int b. Int a comma int b. Sir, gives arrow symbol. Sir, here curly brace open. System.out.println a plus b. That's all, sir. I hope everyone in a position to understand what is lambda expression, how you can write lambda expression. Sir, simple. If you aware how to write Java method, then you can aware how you can write lambda expressions, sir. Very simple. This is the lambda expression to print hello. This is the lambda expression to print sum of given two int values, right? Everyone can able to understand, right? Okay. So just observe. What are various other characteristics are there? What are various other properties? We are not required very first familiar. How I can convert my known method into lambda expression? That's about our target. Sir, one more example I want to talk. I will provide one int value. I will provide one string value, right? Can you please write lambda expression? Can you write lambda expression that return, okay, sum? Are you getting that return the length of that string? I will provide one string, return the length of that string. First, how I can write a method? Are you getting? Sir, I want to write a method, sir. Public int, okay, sir, length method, or otherwise public int get length method, get length of string yes I'm taking. Can you please tell, sir? I want to return length of this string. What is the way, sir? Okay, return yes dot length. Everyone can aware, sir, it's a normal Java code. If I provide one string value, now this method is going to return what? Length of that string. How many characters are there present in that string itself is going to provide. Now my point here is, I want to convert this lambda expression, of course, this method into lambda expression. If you want to write a lambda expression, sir, what I have to do? Can you spell out? Yes, remove modifier, remove return type, and remove method and name. If I remove all these things, can you spell out what is the remaining part, sir? Just string yes, okay. Now arrow symbol, because it's the symbol of lambda expression, sir. Next curly brace open, return yes dot length, that's all. This is the way how to convert a Java method into lambda expression, right? I hope everyone can able to understand, right? Sir, if I write a method, I know, if I write a method, sir, then automatically you can aware how to write lambda expression also. Simple, remove method name, remove modifiers, remove return type, just the remaining, just add one arrow symbol, automatically it will become lambda expression. Is it clear for all of you? At very top level, whether these are optimal lambda expressions or not, that part I am going to take care. First, at very base level, what is lambda expression, how you can write lambda expression, and then how to write optimal lambda expression, what are various properties are there, that part I will take care. Clear for all of you? Sir, up to this, just only one point I covered. What is lambda expression? If any person is going to ask, can you explain what is the lambda expression? What answer you can able to tell, sir? It is an anonymous function. That is a function without having any name, without having any modifiers, without having any return type. Such a type of anonymous function is by default considered a lambda expression. Then immediately ask, sir, why lambda expression not having return type? Why lambda expression not having modifiers information? Why it is not having the name? That part we are going to take care. Don't worry about that. What is the internal reasons for that? First, once you got the basic idea, then I will take care maybe in the next videos that part. Don't worry about that. Is it clear for all of you, right? Sir, what is lambda expression? Next, how to write top level lambda expressions, right? Okay, that's all. Write a Java method, remove the return type, remove the modifier, next remove the method name, just whatever the remaining is there. In the middle, just use one arrow symbol, automatically it will become lambda expression. Is it clear for all of you? Okay, that's all. Sir, in the last video, at very top level, how you can write lambda expression for the given method. Are you in a position to understand, right? Sir, in this, I want to explain some more rules about this lambda expression, because I want to simplify the lambda expression whatever we wrote in the last video. Very simple, sir. I took one method. Okay, in the first example, I took one method which is printing hello to the console. How I write a method, sir? Public void m1. Next, system.out.println of hello. System.out.println of hello. Can you please tell how to convert this one into lambda expression form? You know already. Remove name, access modifier, return type and method name. Are you getting? Now, after removing, can you spell out what will happen in this case, sir? Just this is the part. Okay. Special symbol I require to add. The remaining part, system.out.println of hello. Just now I explained this part. Sir, here lambda expression. This is the body. This is the body of the lambda expression, right? Here the important point you have to aware. Remember this one. In the lambda expression body, how many statements are there? How many are there? Only one statement. In the lambda expression body, if only one statement is there, then curly braces are optional. Remember this one. If the body contain multiple statements, then we require to take curly braces. If the body of lambda expression contain only one statement, then curly braces are optional. Can you please write, of course, equivalent lambda expression, sir. I'm writing once again simplified lambda expression. Bracket open, bracket close. Now, can I remove these curly braces or not? Yes. Why I'm removing curly braces, sir? Because this lambda expression body contain only one statement. That's why here system.out.println of hello. That's all. Okay, sir, this lambda expression simplified to next level like this. Clear for all of it, okay? Sir, in the last video, you know how to write this one. Now, I want to perform some optimization. Are you getting that? More simplified lambda expression I want to write, sir. Next one, sir, just a legend. We covered example 2. What is the second example I covered? I wrote a method which can take 2 int values as argument, and the return, of course, and print the sum. Correct or that? It is going to take 2 int values, add method. It is going to print the sum. First, can you please tell how I can write that method? Public void add method I took. Public void add method. What are the arguments, right? Int A, comma, int B. Int A, comma, int B. Now, system.out.println A plus B. Like this I took, sir. System.out.println A plus B, like I took. Now the point is, let me convert into lambda expression style. You know, sir, if it is the lambda expression, this one is not applicable modifier. Return type, I can remove name also. Can you please tell how we can write, sir? What is the remaining part? What is the remaining part? Int A, comma, int B. Okay. Next, syntax, of course, arrow symbol. Next, after that, body, system.out.println A plus B, like this. This is first level, sir. Here also you may ask, sir, here have you observed how many statements are there in the body? How many statements are there in the body? Only one statement. If only one statement is there, can I remove the curly braces or not? Yes, sir. Okay. Now, I can remove these curly braces according to the first one. Sir, further simplified. Are you getting? How many? Only one statement is there. That's why I can remove. Next, very, very important point. Keep this point in your mind. A and B are what type? 2 int values. 2 int values, right? Just I want to take these 2 int values and I want to print some of these 2 int values. That is about my requirement. A and B are what types? Int type. Sometimes based on context, sometimes based on context, compiler can guess, okay, the types automatically. Remember this one, sir, based on the situation, based on the context, compiler can guess the types automatically. If the compiler can guess automatically, do you know this property is called type inference. Are you getting that? Maybe in the next videos, how the compiler can able to guess, that part I will discuss. Don't worry about that. If the based on the context, sometimes compiler can able to guess the types automatically. If the compiler can guess automatically the types based on the context, you can remove these types also. Remember this one. Are you getting right? So if I remove the types, do you know, right, what is the equivalent lambda expression, sir? Just observe this one. Can you spell out? Just a comma b, a comma b. Okay, now system dot out dot println a plus b. Are you getting a comma b, system dot out dot println a plus b? Just observe, this is the method, sir. In the method, how much code I wrote? A big code I wrote. But whenever I am converting into lambda expression, how much code is there? Just only one line. Are you getting? So unnecessary things we are not required to write in the lambda expression, so that more concise, readable code by default we can able to write by using lambda expressions. In the last videos I told, what is the biggest advantage of lambda expression? We can write more concise code. Readability is by default is going to be improved, because we are not required to write each and everything, sir. Only required things only we require to write. Everyone can able to understand. This is what you people should very clearly write. Next, let me go for, of course, in the first example we covered, if lambda expression body contain only one statement, then curly braces are optional. Okay, in the second one we covered, if the compiler can aware the types, compiler can guess the types automatically based on context. But how the compiler can guess, that part in the next examples we will discuss, sir. If the compiler can guess the types automatically based on the context, then we can remove the types also. After removing the types, obviously how this lambda expression looks like, observe that. Everyone can able to understand, right? Okay. Next, I'm ready to go for third example. There some more new things you people are going to get, sir. What is that third example? Can you spell out? What is our third example we covered, sir? The third example, if I provide string value, I have to get its length. That's about my requirement, right? How I can do that? Okay, write a method, public int get length, public int get length of string s. This is the method, sir. Public int get length of string s. What I have to return s dot length. This is about my requirement, sir. Public int get length, return s dot length. I require to take like this. Make sure, sir. Can you please tell how to convert this lambda expression into, how to convert this method into lambda expression? I covered already. Sir, can I remove modifier? Yes. Can I remove return type? Yes. Can I remove method name? Yes, obviously. Then what is the remaining, sir? Now observe, string s gives, okay, here curly brace open, return s dot length, okay. Sir, is it possible for further simplification? Yeah, you should be in a position to tell, sir. Is it possible or not? Yes, because body itself contain how many lines? Only one line. If only one line, curly braces are mandatory or optional? Curly braces are optional. We are not required to take. I can remove curly braces. Point number one. Based on the context, if the compiler can guess the type automatically by type inference, then I can remove type also. Is it clear, right? Okay. Now, can you please tell how your lambda expression looks like? Sir, very simple. S gives return, what is this one, sir? Return S dot length. Return S dot length. Sir, further simplification, take a bit special care. Anyway, this method return something based on situation. Compiler can able to guess. If just I'm writing something, it's going to be return line. We are not required to write return keyword explicitly, sir. Are you getting? We are not required to write return keyword explicitly. Can you please tell how the lambda expression looks like? S gives S dot length. That's all. Sir, take a bit very special care. If the body contain only one statement, I can return curly braces. If the compiler guess the type based on the context, I can remove the type also. If you are return something, compiler can able to guess automatically. Return we are not required to use. Up to this is the clear, right? Still some more simplification I want to do, sir. What I want to do is, my lambda expression can take how many input values? How many input values? Only one input value. If it is taking only one input value, only one parameter is there, then these parentheses are also optional. We are not required to take, sir. Now, this lambda expression looks like the most simplified form of lambda expression. Of course, in this is S gives S dot length. Are you getting right? S gives S dot length. That's all. Sir, if you want to return the length of the string, can you please write in Java method? How much code I require to write, sir? But if I convert the same thing into lambda expression, what is the equivalent lambda expression? Just S gives S dot length. Sir, the length of the code, how much is simplified? Are you able to understand, right? Sir, that's all. These are various rules are there to simplify lambda expression, right? Sir, up to this is very clear for all of you, right? So, what is lambda expression? How you can write lambda expression? Can you please tell lambda expression writing is very easy or not? Yes, obviously nursery standard concepts are. If you know how to write a Java method, automatically you aware how you can write lambda expressions also. Okay, clear, right? Next, my lambda expression should not have any method, should not have any return type, should not have any modifier, should not have any name. Clear, right? Next, if the lambda expression body contain only one statement, curly braces are optional. If body contain multiple statement, compulsory we have to take curly braces, right? Next, second, if the compiler guess the types automatically based on the context, I can able to remove these types, right? Okay. Now, after removing the types, now how the lambda expression looks like? Now observe. What is the next one, sir? If the lambda expression returns something, compiler can able to guess automatically. We are not required to write return. First point. If only one parameter is there, if the lambda expression can take only one input value, then parenthesis also optional. Then simple S gives S dot length. Sir, by seeing last example, have you observed, right? If it is a normal Java method, how much code I require to write? How much code I require to write? If it is a lambda expression, how much code I require to write? Observe that. So, the biggest advantage of lambda expression is we can resolve complexity. We can write very concise code. Automatically, do you know, readability of the code by default is going to be improved. But only problem is you have to habitize this new type of coding. Clear for all of it, right? Okay? That's all. Now, in the next I will talk about what are various characteristics or properties of lambda expressions. Okay? So now in the last video just we covered how to write lambda expressions. Next, how we can simplify those expressions we know. Let me summarize all properties or all characteristics of lambda expressions, right? Okay. So now a lambda expression can take any number of parameters. Sometimes you may pass one parameter, zero number, or two parameter, three parameter, just like a method. It can take any number of parameters, right? Have you observed? Sir, first lambda expression won't take any parameter. Are you getting? Second lambda expression take two parameters. Have you observed? Take two parameters, right? Third one I covered already. S gives S dot length. Have you observed? It can take. So our lambda expression can take any number of parameters, no problem. If multiple parameters are there, then we require to use what? Separated by comma. Okay, one thing. If only one parameter is there, then I can remove these parentheses also. You know that. Next and after that, sir, based on context, if the compiler can able to guess, the type. Suppose I wrote int a comma int b. Okay, system.out.println a plus b. Are you getting? Based on the context, if the compiler can able to guess the types, then we can remove these types also. Then automatically just simply you can specify ab gives SOP of a plus b. Are you getting? Next and after that, sir, this body may contain, sir, lambda expression body may contain multiple lines also. Okay, any number of lines, right? If the body contain multiple statements, compulsory we should enclose all those statements within curly braces. Are you getting? If the body contain only one statement, then automatically curly braces are optional. Everyone can able to understand, right? These properties already I used in the last examples, right? Let me summarize for your information, right? Just have a look. Now I will summarize all characteristics or properties of lambda expression. Okay, now a lambda expression can take any number of parameters. Have you observed, right? First, zero number of parameters, one parameter or two parameters. Any number of parameters lambda expression can take. Next, if multiple parameters present, then these parameters should be separated with the comma. Have you observed, right? A comma B like this. If only one parameter available, then these parentheses are optional. Have you observed, right? Here only one parameter, but I took parentheses. If you want, you can remove, no problem at all, sir. Okay. Next, usually we can specify the type of parameter. Sir, int a comma int b, something like. If the compiler guess the types automatically based on the context, you can able to remove the types. But how the compiler can able to guess what is the type inference, that property I will explain in the next sessions. Don't worry about that. If a compiler can guess the type, can expect the type based on the context, then we can remove type, which is called type inference. Are you getting? Here, int a comma int b gives SOP of a plus b. Assume compiler can able to guess the type. Okay, then simply a comma b. We are not specifying the type, right? Are you in a position to understand, right? Okay. Next, similar to method body, lambda expression body can contain any number of statements. Are you able to understand? Any number of statements it can take. If multiple statements are there, then we should enclose within curly braces. Have you observed, right? Statement 1, 2, 3 within the curly braces we require to place. Next, if a body contains only one statement, then curly braces are optional. I'm not taking any curly braces. Have you observed, right? Just simply SOP of hello. That's what you people should aware clearly, right, sir? These are various properties related to lambda expression. You people should aware. Next, if lambda expression return something, we are not required to use a return keyword, right? Have you remembered, right? Just I will add sixth property also. If lambda expression return something, then we can remove return keyword. We can remove return keyword, no problem at all. In the last examples already I explained, sir. It is not new thing. Sir, yes gives, I have to return length of the string. If I can provide string, I have to return length. My lambda expression can return length of the string. Sir, return s dot length. Return is not required to specify. Simply directly s dot length. Compiler can able to guess what it's going to do. Everyone can able to understand, right? Sir, these are various properties which are satisfied by lambda expression. Sir, while writing lambda expression, these points you have to keep in your mind. Clear, right? Okay, that's it. So now in the last videos I told how we can write lambda expression. Next, what are various properties of lambda expression to write more simplified lambda expressions. Up to that we covered. So after writing lambda expression, we have to call that lambda expression based on our requirement. Just like a method, lambda expression is a method. Just like a method, if I am writing a method, we can call that method based on our requirement. Same way, once I wrote lambda expression, I have to call that lambda expression based on our requirement. To call that lambda expression, compulsory, some concept must be required. What is that concept? Is functional interface. Are you getting? So, what is the purpose of functional interface? What is the concept name, sir? Can you spell out? Functional interface. Are you getting? Once we write lambda expression, to invoke that lambda expression, we required functional interface. Sir, very important question for the interview room. Can you explain what is functional interface? Regarding what is the functional interface? All properties of functional interface we have to discuss. And once we are getting clarity about functional interface, then I will talk how we can invoke lambda expression by using functional interface. First, better to get some idea about all properties of functional interface first. Sir, what is functional interface? The name itself indicates, have you observed, right? It's an interface. Of course, which is functional interface, right? In the last, in your core Java session, somewhere you may heard about, sir, I know marker interface, I know normal interface, but I never heard functional interface. Sir, very, very clear. Sir, here for your information, functional interface, the word is the new, but concept is old concept only. Are you getting? In your core Java classes, somewhere you may heard runnable interface, callable interface. Regarding callable interface, runnable interface, action listener itself is one interface, right? Sir, these are functional interfaces only. Then immediately you may ask, sir, here runnable. What is this one, sir? Runnable. Okay, I can use the word callable. Callable itself is. Next, action listener. Are you getting what is this concept? Action listener. Sir, all these are we used already in our regular coding. These are functional interfaces only. Sir, can you spell out what is the functional interface first? Very simple, sir. If the interface contain only one abstract method. Sir, interface should contain how many abstract methods, right? Only one single abstract method. If the interface contain only one abstract method, that interface is called functional interface, right? Are you getting? Sir, why I'm using the word these are functional interfaces? Very simple. Runnable. Have you observed? Contains only run method. Are you getting? Runnable contain how many methods, right? Only one method. That method is one run method. Next, callable contains how many methods, right? Contains only one method. Only one method. What is that method? Call method. In the multi-threading concept, maybe in our core Java classes I used. What is the difference between runnable and callable? Very important concept, right? Contains only one method, callable. Next, action listener. Okay, where we can use action listener? GUI concepts are AWT, Sphinx, somewhere we may have. Action listener. This interface contains this interface contains only one method. What is that method? Is action performed method. It contains only one method. What is that method, sir? Action performed method, right? Sir, runnable, callable, action listener. Regarding action listener, what is the next concept we require to talk? Have you remember? Comparable. In the collections concept, we can use comparable, comparator, right? Comparable. It's also functional interface because it contains only one method. What is that method? Is compare to method. It contains only one method, sir. What is that method? Compare to method, right? Now, terminology is very clear. Can you spell out what is functional interface? An interface which contains single abstract method. Regarding which contains one? Single abstract method. Can you please observe the word? Single abstract method. Single abstract method. It is also known as SAM. Regarding single abstract method, SAM. Sir, interface which contain exactly one abstract method. Such type of interface is called functional interface, right? Sir, what is the purpose of functional interface? We can use functional interface to invoke lambda expressions. Can you give an example for functional interface? Very simple, sir. Runnable. It contains how many methods? Only one method. What is that method? Run method, right? Next, callable. It contains how many methods? Only one method. Call. Action listener. It contains only one method. Action performed. Comparable. It contains only one method. Compare to. Everyone can able to understand, right? Sir, what is functional interface? Can you give an example for functional interface? Now take a bit very special case, sir. Inside functional interface, how many methods we can take? We are allowed to take how many methods? Only one abstract method, right? Sir, except how many abstract methods we can take? Only one. But in the agenda I specified, have you remembered, right? Inside interface, from 1.8 version onwards, we can take default methods, we can take static methods like, sir, in the functional interface, can I take default method? Can I take static method? Like, of course, what is the default, what is static? I will explain. Don't worry much about that. But make sure, sir, rule is, restriction is applicable only for abstract method. How many abstract methods we can take? Only one. Can I take default methods or not? Any number of default methods. Can I take static method or not? Any number of static methods, no problem at all. Restriction is applicable only for abstract methods, right? Are you in a position to understand? Just have a look once, sir. I'm taking a small example for this. Here just observe, I'm taking one interface, interf. Here I have one method is there, public void m1 method is there. Sir, is it abstract method or not? Every method present inside interface by default is always a public and abstract, you know, right? Sir, anyway, it's a default nature. Now I'm taking default void m2 method. Default void m2. Sir, what is the purpose of default method and so on? This concept I will discuss, sir. But this facility came from 1.8 version onwards. Default method I'm taking. Next, even I'm taking public static void m3 method also I'm taking. Have you observed, right? Sir, all these things I'm taking inside interface only. Can you please spell out? Is it functional interface or not? Yes, sir. Yes. Because the reason is, it contains how many abstract method? Only one abstract method. Sir, if you want, you can take any number of default methods, any number of static methods, no problem at all. Functional interface should contain only one abstract method. Restrictions are always applicable only for abstract method. Default methods, next and after that static methods, you can take any number. But what is the purpose of default, what is the purpose of static? I will explain. Can you please spell out, with this knowledge, is it a functional interface or not? Yes, I have interface, interf. Sir, I am taking interface, interf. I have public void m2 method, m1 public void m1 method. I have first method. Similarly, I have public void M2 method. Can you please tell, is it a functional interface or not? No. Because the reason is, how many abstract methods are available, sir? 2 abstract methods. It is a normal interface, but not a functional interface, right? Because more than one abstract method is there. Is it clear, right? Sir, now the terminology is very clear for you people. What is functional interface? An interface which contain single abstract method. Such type of interfaces are called, okay, functional interfaces. Can you give an example for the functional interface, right? Runnable, callable, comparable, action listener, all these things are, okay, functional interfaces, because these interfaces contain how many abstract methods, right? Only one. Sir, inside functional interface, is it possible to take default methods? Is it possible to take static methods or not? We can take default and static methods. How many number? Any number, no problem at all. Restriction is applicable only for one abstract method. Compulsory functional interface should contain exactly one abstract method. Clear for all of it? Okay, that's all. Sir, you may ask, what is the need of functional interface? Keep only one point in your mind. We can use functional interface to invoke, to call lambda expressions. How do you call that part? I will explain. So, up to this, what is the functional interface? Next, what give an example for the functional interface is very clear for you people, right? Okay, that's all.